In my early experience on YouTube, I've seen that people are into fandom of Power Rangers after watching fan-made openings of the shows. Being a bit younger at the time, I respected and appreciated the directions they went. Their own elements they put in, the scenes from the show that were not in the real opening to give more emphasis, and sometimes keeping as much tradition to nod that all the shows are one. Nowadays, I've been wanting to do something like that myself. The lot that I saw gave me enough inspiration as to what I want to do on my channel. However, as you and I need to remember, it's no easy task. As a good YouTuber, I have to have the right tools and the right mindset. I mean, look at the more experienced YouTubers and how well their content was received, all because of the hard work they put in. First of all, the hardware and software. Unless the experts say otherwise, the videos I just talked about shouldn't always be YouTube editor or download a video or how much you need, cut unwanted parts, bundle all the scenes into one and re-upload. It's gotta be more than that. I need the right software which I can make two or three or maybe more. The number of scenes I want be shown at the same time, or while one scene is playing, some writing can be shown, and the variety of type is wide. And for this particular software to work properly, I need to have the right hardware for the software to work on. If the hardware is always a computer, it needs to have enough storage and memory and a large database for these programs to fit. And what I mean when I said I have to have the right mindset is I have to have the wisdom, maybe not too much, of how it works. I have to be sure of how I want my target audience to react while they're watching the video so that as much positive reception possible I can get. Then there is the time I have to take to make these videos. Now, I have a life outside of YouTube, and balancing my time is of the essence. Also, after I upload, subscribers would expect the next one soon, and I don't do too much to my channel. Furthermore, I don't upload at regular intervals. I spend more time watching videos than uploading them. But what I want established is I will make my fan-made Power Rangers openings. It's just that people shouldn't expect the next video too soon after. Last but not least, the copyright. Now, the last of unforeseen circumstances that would ever happen is when I'm given a copyright strike or one of my videos is blocked. Right now, I only hope that nothing I end up doing would allow that to happen. I can cite the places I get the footage from to avoid plagiarism, so maybe it reduces the risk a bit. But my videos being blocked on other countries is not within my control. And as much as I hate to admit not putting it into other words, I don't want that to happen. Now about my Power Rangers openings, what do I want to implement? Well, the theme songs will stay. and the logos will always be seen at the end. On the creative side, I will use selected scenes from the show, and in some openings there will be a narration of some kind. And to introduce the team members, I will only type in the characters' names. And each team will have different members. Therefore, I need to do something about Turbo. I need to do something for Turbo and In Space. And for each installment, I'll limit to one opening where the main rangers, where only the main rangers will be shown, to gesture that they will always be involved in missions. Now, this does not mean that I'm discrediting the 6th Rangers. They do show up later on. In each opening, I arrange the scenes in a way that the installment does have its own plot. But get this, the whole franchise has one main plot, and the plots of the different installments are actually subplots. That is, pieces of the big picture behind everything. And the scenes I pick are by the means of that I'm telling the story. But the fun part from it is that you get to think about the story's progression. I think that is what gets my fandom going. And finally, the particular elements you'll see for yourself what they are. They'll be identical in all of the openings to keep the necessary tradition of entertainment, perhaps which Mighty Morphin started. And even while under the ownership of different companies. This will also keep getting the viewers to remember that the different Power Rangers shows are all one show. So making my own Power Rangers openings is one of the things I intend to do on YouTube after watching other YouTubers do it. And I know I stated that on the first video I uploaded. But unless I'm corrected, it's not that easy and it's not that simple. Doing such requires the right equipment and the necessary computer programs and the right mind of how to operate them so that I get the most out of the positive feedback from my audience, and so that my stuff doesn't end up being flagged or claimed. Of course, as long as there's more about it to know about, fine by me. I'd like to know soon enough. Now that my discussion is over, what do you think I should do to make my openings their best? What can be done to keep my videos from being claimed because of copyright, or my videos be blocked? And if there really are alternatives to create and upload these kind of videos, or at least you think so, what are they? Comment your suggestions, and thanks for watching.